What's up, guys? So today's video we're looking at numerology, which is kind of like astrology, which I've obviously been talking about since the beginning of the year, but it's also like its own thing, but it's still in that like spiritual sort of section. And I'm sitting off to one side because this image is going to be showing the entire time. This is the Pythagorean numerology alphanumerical system. You can see across the top there's numbers and then the letters of the alphabet in their order underneath them. This lets you know what each letter correlates to. So that's that one at the top there, and then this big square one next to me here lets you know what each individual digit will like the personality traits and stuff that they represent. And you have 5 core numbers. They are your life path number, your expression number, your heart's desire, your personality, and your birthday number. And they each sort of tell a different aspect of sort of in the same way that astrology is sort of like, this is who you are as a person and where you're going to excel and stuff. It's sort of like the same sort of thing, but it takes actual like facts, I guess. And the only sort of iffy bit is whether or not you think your numbers match who you are or not. But yeah, so we're going to get into it. There are master numbers, and they are double digits where the number is repeated, so multiples of 11. You can see these as being 11 all the way through to 99, but realistically you're only going to really come up with 11 most commonly if you're going to get a master number, 22 a little bit more rarely, and 33. More recently 44, 55, 66 and the higher ones have come into play, but there are, as the number gets higher, it's less likely you're going to get that number. What with there only being a certain number of days in a particular month, up to 31, and a certain number of months in the year. So the top end is 29, which is today, because 2 plus 9 equals 11, which is one of these master numbers. So out of 31 days, the highest you're going to get is actually the 22 for your birthday number. But once you sort of add that to a month and a year, unless your month and your year also happen to equal a multiple of 11, you're not going to get a master number that's incredibly high. So yeah, 11, 22 and 33 are the more common ones. That being said, obviously if you were born in let's try and figure one out. 1973, because 7 and 3 equals 10. You get 1. It's going to give you 11. No, am I doing this correctly? 1 and 9. You're going to be 10, which you can take back to being a 1. And the 7 and the 3 is going to give you 11. So unless you were born on the 22nd of November, 1973, or 82, or 91. You're probably not going to get a 55 for your life path number, which does take your birthday. So for instance, mine is the 4th of the 10th, 1994. So the 4, simply just copy and paste it down. The 10th, you just take away the 0, because 0 is nothing. It doesn't mean anything in numerology. So that gives me a 1 for the month. And then 1994, as I said before, it is going to boil down to 5. You can do the whole maths with it. It's going to equal 23, and then 2 and 3 makes 5, which realistically, if we just took 2 9s away, the 1 at the beginning and the 4 at the end equals 5 anyway. So one way or the other, it's going to equal that. Then the 4 from the day and the 5 from the month is going to equal a 9, and as I said, 9s kind of cancel themselves out. Unless that is your final number. If it's the only number you've got left, obviously you keep it, because a 9 is on the board here. But if you've got 9 and some other number, chances are it's going to cancel itself out. Unless that other number is 2, in which case you're going to get an 11, which is, as I said, a master number. But my life path number is a 1, and now your life path, if you follow the link down below, you'll find the same site. You can click on the About Numerology thing in the top corner and explore a whole bunch of other stuff if this interests you. But your life path number is, as I quote, the single most important number in your numerology chart because it acts as a blueprint outlining how your life will play out. Opportunities and challenges faced along the way are heavily influenced by the life path, as is your general character and the course of action as you embark on life's journey. And it's based off all the numbers in your full birth date. It encapsulates your entire being and will never change, and for those reasons it's very special. And obviously it's not going to change because you are always going to have been born on that day. You can't go back and be born a day later or a day earlier. So having a 1 as my life path number, as you can see just here, number 1 with a little red dot in the 9x9 square here is independent, original, driven, ambitious, leader, visionary, individualistic, determined, and ruthless. So that's sort of my life path is I'm going to be independent and a visionary. I'm going to have good leadership skills, maybe end up in a position of leadership. Really, it's open to your own interpretation of how you take sort of the direction of life plus whatever your number is and what it translates to. The second one is your expression number. So while your life path number plots your life lessons and how you handle them, your expression number is all about your natural strengths and weaknesses given to you at your time of birth, often also referred to as your destiny number. It aims for your goal in life, and is a number, and the number is the foundation on which your life path can flourish, and it's based off the numbers that correspond to the letters in your full name, and reveals the talents and abilities instilled in you at birth. Now, so that I don't have to disclose my middle name, I don't think we're there yet, guys. I'll just give you what my the full numerical value of my name is, and we'll see if you guys can suss out what my name could be. It feels like a nice little challenge for the comments down below. But my first name gets 24 points when all added up. My middle name gets 12 points when it's all added up, and my last name gets a total of 30 points when it's all added up. And so we do the quick math there. We're going to get 66. 6 and 6 is 12. The easier way to look at it, 2 and 4 is 6, plus the 3 from 30 is going to give us 9. 0 means nothing. 9 cancels itself out. So we're just left with the 12 anyway, which is my middle name. So that gives me an expression number of 3. And if we go back and have a look at our number 3 in this top row here, is all the way up this end here. Creative, communicator, energetic, inventive, bouncy, artistic, broad-minded, inventive, and scattered. So if my life path is going to take me down this original, ambitious, visionary leadership road, the strengths and where it can flourish is going to be in a creative sector, where I'm able to be energetic and artistic, use my imagination, be inventive, able to communicate ideas, whether that's to people I'm working with or to a broad audience. We are looking at creative industries here, so creating, communicating an idea or an emotion to the public is probably how I'm gonna make my money, sort of thing. And I mean, the arts industry is sort of the one thing politically that I have kind of big hang-ups on. So it follows so far for me. And again, this is something that I believe in. Whether you believe in this or not is completely up to you. But it would be cool if you at least indulged me and had a look at what your 5 numbers would be, see if it still reflects you. The next number down that I'm going to deal with is the heart's desire, or the soul urge number. So, is that this one? Yes. I believe that's this one. So this one asks, what are the reasons behind your actions? What do you really want in life and in love? This is where your heart's desire comes into play, and it signifies the reasons behind the choices you make in all aspects of your life, from your career to your relationships. I like how it words there rather than at the top. Your career to your relationships, because relationships can also mean like with your friends, with the people you work with your family. It's not necessarily just your romantic relationships. So it unfolds into your entire social life there. So your heart's desire number comes from just the vowels in your name. Those soft sounds shed light on the inner workings of your more subconscious desires. And now there are 5 vowels, and as you can see, A is 1, E is a 5, I is a 9, O is a 6, I believe. I don't actually have the image in front of me. You do. I don't. So you'll know if I'm right or not. And U, I believe, is a 3. And so between 1 and 5 equaling a 6, having 6 itself, 3, and a 9, these are more than likely going to equal some multiple of 9. Sorry, some multiple of 3. You're going to end up with some sort of a multiple of 3, unless you somehow, get a 5 and 2 1s or something like that. But it's more likely you'll get a multiple of 3, is what I'm saying there. So my where are we? My desire number is a 9. The vowels in my name are an A, I, and an E in the first name. I obviously being a 9, we can get rid of it because the others are not going to equal 9, being a 1 and 5. So it's going to give us a 6. Or if we want to go the full way, it's going to give us a 15, and 1 and 5 are the numbers either side of the 9 anyway. And we looked at the vowels originally, so one way or the other, we're going to end up with a 6 there. And then my middle name and my last name have the same vowels, and they are A and E. So there's a bit of a hint to help you figure out what my name is if you really want to participate in that challenge. And so with them both also being 6s, my heart's desire number ends up being 666. We can get more into the conspiracy of that, considering that my name comes from the Celtic god of the underworld, and the devil's like the keeper of the underworld in Christian mythology. We can speculate conspiracy theories about that at another time. For now, we're going to add them up, get 18, 1 and 8 is 9, which gives me my desire number of 9, which is, as you can see down in the bottom corner here, idealistic, political, aloof, confident, sophisticated, romantic, open-minded, generous, and arrogant. So as you can see there, things like the idealistic and the open-minded and confident kind of go in with the other two, but as we're also remembering that this is telling us what it's the reasons behind the choices we make, right? So I make my choices because I'm idealistic about a particular thing, or because it's a smart political move, or because I feel confident in what the outcome's going to be, or because it's motivated by a romance, or because I'm trying to keep an open mind about particular things. So yeah, the next number that I'm going to look at, before we get to the really easy one at the end here, personality number. So your personality number is the first impression people get of you. It represents the part of yourself that you are most ready and willing to reveal, and helps you determine just how much you reveal and to who. This number acts as a buffer, screening out some people and situations you don't want to deal with, while welcoming the things in life that relate to your inner nature. And it's derived from the consonants in your name. So the heart's desires, the vowels, personality is the consonants. The harder sounds, the more, if you want to look at it, the more tangible ones, sort of thing. You can have a vowel and it can make 12 different sounds, but a vowel, more or less, is going to make the one sound. B's always going to say B. I say more or less because obviously C can have 2 different sounds depending on how it's used. But more or less, you're going to have one sound. And so my personality is a 3. My first name ends up equaling a 9, my middle name ends up equaling a 6, and my last name ends up equaling a 24, which added all together is 39, and as we all know, 9s cancel each other out. We end up with just a 3. If you want to do the maths, it equals 12, and then 1 and 2 is 3. Ending up where we were anyway. But that means that my expression number and how I express myself is the exact same as my personality number. You might be completely different. Your desire number might be the same as your life path number, or it might be the same as your expression number. All of your numbers could be completely different, and every single one of those different alterations is perfectly fine. You are obviously, like, they are your numbers, they belong to you. They don't need to be the exact same as mine or following the same pattern. But yeah, we are taking the name that you were given at birth and the date that you were born on, and using those to find these things out. So we've already looked at number 3, so my expression number and my personality are the same. And what you can sort of read from that is that I sort of just, how I express myself is very true to just who I am as a person. So I'm not one thing and expressing myself in a different way, trying to hide this particular bit, because as it said as well, it's how people perceive you. People are seeing me the way I really am, sort of thing, rather than seeing me in a different way to how I sort of express myself, whatever. You can sort of read into that whatever you like when you're doing your own. If you do your own, if you don't, again, that's fine. And the last but not least number is the birthday number, which is exactly that. It's simply just the day that you're born. No month, no year, just the day. And so obviously, as I said before, 29 is going to equal 11. So if you're born on the 29th of any month, you're going to have a master number for this. If you're born on the 22nd or the 11th, you're also going to have a master number. Don't be tempted to get into the routine of adding them all up and ending up with a 2 or a 4 when really you're an 11 or a 22. Because what that means is you can take the personalities for a 1 or a 2 and you basically just go, okay, well, independence, what does that mean to me? It means doing things on my own, but more often than not, independent people still have to sort of rely on other people doing their own jobs or whatever. You take it up a notch, and you take independence, therefore, up a notch. So you don't rely on anyone. You are independent to its fullest extent, sort of thing. Where the rest of us are those things, but maybe not fully all the way with everything. We might be fully all the way with one thing and almost, non-existent sort of thing on another. But those would still be things that people would call us, sort of thing. Like, we're enough that we can still be called idealistic, for instance, but we're not so idealistic that it becomes outside the realm of possibility. But your birthday number reveals a certain talent that you will that will eventually find its place on your life path, because obviously your birthday is what makes your life path number. So your birthday number is going to find itself in that, but it's probably going to be a different number, because obviously for your life path you've added the month and the year, and unless somehow those two numbers have ended up equaling 9, it's going to be different to your birthday number. So while it's one of the most insignificant of the core numbers, the birthday number puts a timestamp on the person you are today, according to one single aspect that will ultimately impact your life in a big way. Just as you were destined to be born on this specific day, rather, that should read, that specific day, you've been given a certain special gift as a result. Now, as I said before, mine is 4. I'm going into the wrong tab there. So 4, all the way over here, dependable, detail-oriented, predictable, practical, manager, problem solver, trustworthy, and worrisome. And again, I think those fit kind of well. If my life path is going to be that I am independent, if we look at this purely as, in a career setting, if I'm an independent person in my profession, I'm going to need to be dependable for other people. So I can do a particular task on my own, and therefore other people can depend on me to be able to do those things. If I'm going to be original and a good communicator, being able to be detail oriented to get the full extent of the message that I'm trying to communicate is going to be good. Being predictable can be seen as a bad thing, but it can also be a good thing, because it means that there's certain routines and stuff that people sort of know where I'm going to be, or what I'm going to be doing at a particular time if they're going to need me, because as the first one said, I'm dependable. I'm sort of always there when you need me, so therefore my practices and my routine would be a little bit predictable. I'm going to be practical. I'm going to be taking in the real world as it is, and sort of basing my ambitions and my inventive nature on that. Having leader and manager is kind of cool. A leader, the way I was sort of taught this when I was doing a bit of a business degree, was that a leader is more oriented towards the people, and a manager is more oriented towards the numbers and the facts on like the business side of things. So having both of those means that I'm able to sort of balance both of those. Be like, okay, this is what people need, but this is what the business needs, and here is sort of the happy medium that we're able to work on. And I sort of also see it as being able to be very much like the leader I am, sort of a scales and weighing up how to best go through things, which just goes to the next point, which was problem solver. So yeah, so as you can see, once you start sort of layering these things on top of each other, it starts to sort of build up this sort of in-depth view of who you fully are as a person. Interesting thing to note, and this may just be a me thing, but my Chinese zodiac is a dog, and I think I spoke about that when I did my rabbit one, because they had the same or similar lucky numbers, but the lucky numbers for the dog are 3, 4, and 9, and except for my life path number, which was a 1, they are the other 4 numbers. I've got 2 3s a 4 and a 9. So my numerology numbers happen to fall into what are my lucky numbers for the Chinese zodiac sign I was born under. And as I was just showing then as well, the personality that they sort of create when all put together is very much a very even give and take sort of personality, which is very much what the Libra sort of stands for, which is my star sign. And so you can then sort of take the numerology and apply it to these other things to, again, build a more and more in-depth thing. And once you start piling all of these things over each other, you will find that, you know, this portion might relate you to these particular friends, and this portion relates you to those friends, but that you have, you know, you are the only one with that particular stack. And that's kind of cool when you really sort of sit down and think about it. But that's all I've got for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to see more videos from me and be notified when I upload new ones. You will be able to find a link to the website that I used, numerology.com, down in the description below. And again, it would be really cool if you could either try and guess what my middle name was based on the numbers and stuff I gave you, and that number chart that I had up at the top there, or give me what your numbers are, sort of in the order that I gave. If you're just going to write numbers in the order that I spoke about them in, would be kind of cool, because that way I'll be able to sort of flip through, like read through the comments and stuff, learn a bit about you, just like you learned a bit about me today. And yeah, until next time, guys, keep your head screwed on.